Right then, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get your snow chains out of the bag, onto the wheel, ready for being used on the snow. So this is what we're aiming for. We're aiming for it all tensioned up, all nice and tight, and on the back of the wheel it should look like that. Now that's what you're aiming for first. Let me get rid of that. So when you get your black bag off the vehicle, there will be some WD-40 in case things are a bit rusty, some cloth. There will be 2 of these bags. Each bag will have 2 snow chains in. Inside the bag will be a set of instructions to remind you of what you're doing. This is what your snow chain will look like when you pull it out of the bag. So the first thing we're going to do is we just lay it flat on the floor and spread it out so that we know it's not all tangled up, and spread it out so that we know we can put it on the vehicle. So the first thing we're going to do is thread this through the back of the wheel. Bring it round to the top and through, and then what we're going to do is fasten that fastening like that. We're then going to pull the chain round the wheel, and the red wire can drop to the back. Now then, lie it out as best we can on said wheel. We're joining that red clip, that one, on the end of the yellow chain, and then we're going to try to get some tension on through this, leading it the right way. We're aiming to try and get that onto there, to tighten it up, and then get that one over there like we had on the finished article. We're now, after fiddling and getting it tensioned up as best we can, just put that on there, ready for just rolling the vehicle forward to then finish the tensioning off. So we're ready to move the vehicle.
Try and move the vehicle.
So if we start the vehicle up and just move it, you're only moving it to get the stuff that's on the bottom off the bottom so that we can tension it up. Rolling, 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 and stop. That's just got all the chain that was stuck on the bottom of the wheel off the bottom, and there's a bit of slack in the system. So we're going to fiddle with this as best we can to tension that up. So what you're aiming for with this is you want it V'd back on there to put the tension on the bottom. So that plastic goes on there. And then this just pulls and tensions across there to create all this nice and tight. And you should now be ready to drive on that. So we'd move it forward slightly, check the tension one last time, and then you should be ready to go to a maximum of 30 miles an hour. Right then, so we're now down to taking them off. Very quite simple. We're going to take the red bungee off here. We're going to undo this bit to slacken it off. We can take it out, take that off there, so that comes out. We're then going to undo the red bit off the yellow chain, if we can, no, when we can, there. We're then going to go to the back and go for the red wire and undo that bit, which is out of shot just behind the tyre here. That will then all come off, lie it on the floor, ready to rock and roll. Move the vehicle, pack everything up. Right then, so when would we put snow chains on? First, we would only put them on when we can't see the map, can't see the tarmac. That would mean that we can't get to the tarmac easily either with just normal wheels. So we kick it and we try and get to the bottom. It's compacted snow and ice because we can't get any grip, because they will only give us some grip. If it's on normal tarmac, they'll reduce the grip, they don't do the job, so we don't put them on. We'd also may consider putting them on if we're going off-road and it's snow and icy, because snow and icy off-road's nice and soft, it won't do any damage to anything, first time. The second one we need to remember is that we're not going to run on tarmac for any length of distance, or any long distances rather. So we'd look at doing it, if you're going joining up compacted bits, then you might run over it, but you're going to do that and you're going to reduce your speed, because we don't want to be going fast with snow chains on, because that's not good either. So we're looking at a maximum of 30 miles an hour. We'd only be using them when weather conditions weren't good. So if weather conditions aren't good, we wouldn't be going fast either. So, recap, when to put them on: snow and ice, compacted, we can't see tarmac, we can't get to tarmac with our normal tyres. Off-road, snow and icy, soft, fine. Don't run on tarmac, tarmac's bad, keep the speed low. Simples. I don't know how clunky that was, but